50 years, deleted from the map. Yes, that's right. Imagine the most advanced civilizations on Earth, Egypt, Mycenaeans, the Hittites, all being deleted from the map in less than 50 years. This wasn't a slow decline. It was a total system shutdown. For 3,000 years, history has tried to hide the Sea Peoples, a faceless army that appeared from the fog, wiped the most powerful empires in history, and then vanished. Some call them invaders. Others call them a glitch in the timeline. Today, we're looking at the evidence that the Bronze Age collapse wasn't an accident. It was a targeted deletion. And the server logs are starting to reveal a terrifying truth. Before the crash, the world was in its peak golden age build. You had international trade, massive monuments, and kings who thought they were literal gods. But the system had a fatal flaw: high dependency. Every kingdom relied on a single resource to function: bronze. Without tin from one side of the world and copper from the other, the entire military-industrial complex would hit a game-over screen. It was the original globalized economy. And then, the first error message appeared. A mega drought hit the server. Crops failed. The gold dried up, and the supply lines went dark. Then came the Sea Peoples. To this day, we don't know their DNA. We don't know their capital city. We only know their path of destruction. In Egyptian reliefs, they are described as the countries of the sea. They hit the Hittite Empire so hard that a 500-year-old superpower vanished in a weekend. They burned the city of Ugarit to the ground, while the king's last letter was still being written. A letter begging for help that never came. Was this a migration of refugees, or a coordinated assault by a lost civilization that history has intentionally forgotten? Some theories suggest they were survivors from Atlantis. Others say they were the original griefers of history. But the most unsettling evidence? When they finished destroying the world, they didn't take over. They simply disappeared into the fog, leaving humanity to rot in a 400-year dark age. We like to think we're different. We have the internet, satellites, and AI. But our server is more fragile than the Bronze Age ever was. We rely on a digital grid that could be wiped by a single solar flare or a coordinated cyber strike. History isn't a straight line. It's a cycle. The Bronze Age didn't just end. It hit the reset button. The Sea Peoples weren't just invaders. They were the reminder that no empire is too big to fail. Are we currently in the final patch of modern civilization? Look at the headlines and tell me the glitches aren't starting to show. If you want to see the restricted files on what archaeologists found in the Florida bogs that might link back to this collapse, drop a skull in the comments. Because if history is a simulation, we might be next.